How does a person standing in front of a wall of 200 plus sneakers describe anything as a daily use shoe? Now, this is a comment left a year ago on Sean Go's video, in which he broke down the Nike Vomero 5 versus the Asics Gel 1130, two very popular mesh runners right now within sneakers. Doesn't matter if you're just a casual person shopping for a pair, or maybe you've been about sneakers for decades and decades, okay? You've collected since you were young, and maybe you've always loved comfortable pairs. Maybe you've had a pretty robust rotation of different brands and different models, which is great. But maybe also you decided, I want something a little bit more comfortable, that I'm on my feet all day, I can easily swap in and out with different fits and go about my business, right? Love that for you if that's what it is. And that's it for a lot of people, right? A lot of sneakerheads have gravitated towards Vomeros, and that's more widely accepted versus a Asics Gel 1130 or a Kayano 14, because again, the biggest lie told in sneakers: buy what you like, wear what you like. People don't actually mean that, because as long as it aligns with them, then great, they're fine with it. If it doesn't, because they could never fathom wearing an Asics pair, then they can't fathom you wearing it either, and it's just wrong. And it's always going to be wrong to them. Again, the biggest lie in sneakers in 2025 is buy what you like. But nonetheless, is this question valid? I think it is. So let's have a quick discussion. Now, before we get started, I absolutely love Sean Go. He's one of the best creators, I think, in footwear. Truly, there's no fluff. There's no extraness when it comes to the actual shoe being broken down. You get this backstory, if there is one. You're able to see the materials. I mean, listen, again, the noise is removed. The B-roll is great. I love the on-foots. And then he's always helpful for sizing, because I have used his videos quite a bit when it comes to certain pairs and models for sizing. So Sean, always appreciate that and the value you add in your videos. So I think this is a very valid question, because, or statement, I should say. Now, he also went on to make the assumption in this comment, you not wearing any of these kicks on a repeat basis, right? So they're saying, as a viewer, right, if you are viewing a creator on this platform, and it can be on Instagram as well or anywhere else, where you see a wall, like floor to ceiling maybe, of shoes. Now, mine, it goes somewhat up. It's mostly just boxes on the ceiling, okay? Not a ton of shoes are in them, but let's just say you see a creator and they are standing in front of a ton of shoes, right? 100 to 200 pairs, maybe even more. In your mind, you're thinking there's no way you wear one or two pairs like on a consistent basis, right? It's just not, because you're likely going to rotate through all of these sneakers, right? If you're buying them, and you could also be gifted them, let's be clear, but if you're buying them or you're simply receiving these shoes, right? These shoes are being added to your collection, then you're rotating through like clockwork, right? You're clearly going to wear a different pair almost every single day. Maybe you even document that like AD Sneaks does for the entire school year, which, let's just run that down, because it's pretty nice to see. Back around to that statement, right? What would you know about advising someone or telling someone, you know what, yeah, this New Balance 9060 or 1906 would be great for you to wear every single day. This Samba XLG, amazing for you to throw on with everything. Let's go over to an Asics pair, right? A Gel 1130, comfortable, really great value, only $100, not breaking the bank. What would you know about that? What would you know about advising someone a P6000, especially in a metallic white and black colorway, will not only turn heads, but also be something that you can enjoy every single day and won't break the bank? I want you to come closer. Come a little bit closer. Are you ready for the truth? Many of us who have ever owned 200 plus pairs of sneakers, the truth of the matter is, we're not wearing all of these pairs as much as you think we are. It's simply human nature to reach to what you are most comfortable in. Like, you have comfort shows, right? I think everybody, right? Like, raise your hand if you're watching this. You probably have a comfort TV show, and you also have comfort movies that you can throw on the background, okay? You just put them on, let them run. there's not a whole lot of thought that has to happen, right? For you to keep up. You know the plot. You know your favorite lines. You know it like clockwork. And it's something that, again, it provides a comfort. It's familiar. We all like to stay with what's familiar and what is just, again, easy for us to reach for. Shoes are no different. Even if we are creating on this platform and we own hundreds of sneakers, which, listen, I will be so happy and proud when I am no longer over the 100 count mark. I really will. That's just for me personally. This has nothing to do with anybody else, okay? You buy for your heart's desire. You buy until you drop, okay? I will be so proud of myself when I am below 100 pairs, but you reach for the exact same pairs all the time. You do. We're not different from anyone else, right? How many of you have bought pair after pair after pair, and you still reach for those same Jordan 1s, those same Jordan 4s, 3s, the Vomeros, your favorite New Balances, right? You reach for your favorite gray pair. We're creatures of habit. And the truth is that does kind of hit us sometimes, that we're really not wearing these pairs the way we think that we are, or the way we thought we would, right? How many pairs have I mentioned where I've gotten rid of them? I had every intention to wear them. I really did. I saw them. I liked them. I could afford them. I bought them. I even threw on 3 to 4 fits in like every single video. So clearly you saw that I knew how I wanted to incorporate these into my style. Doesn't mean that it happens. Because the pair that I reach for a whole lot, Vomero 5s, P6000s, throw in a Samba XLG if I want a chunkier model, the Stray Logan Puff. I keep Ultra Boost by my front door. We're creatures of habit. Now, one challenge that, could present, maybe I'll do a separate video on this, because someone commented, and I'll throw the comment on screen, but what if you actually started to track how often you wear your pairs? Let me be clear, this would be such a come to Jesus moment for a lot of us, because we wouldn't be able to ignore the data, right? The facts would be facts in our face. If you were actually tracking how often you wore a pair, or if you even wore a pair, the second half of this year in 2025, you might be surprised, you might be appalled, you might be speechless, you might need a minute, because it may actually help you answer, is this shoe even useful to me anymore? Am I even reaching for it? So that's a different conversation to be had. But yes, I think even a YouTuber who may own hundreds of sneakers can speak to a pair that is great for daily use, especially when it comes to comfort and sizing, because they may get in more pairs than you, and it may be really helpful for you to see the review and understand sizing before you spend your hard-earned money. That is one of the things that's valuable about you watching sneaker YouTubers. That's just what it is, right? Now, someone's foot may not always, equal or be like your foot. It won't. I have to go a half size up in some models that so many other people end up going true to size in. We're all different in terms of how our feet may be shaped, the comfort that we need, the lifestyle we have. I work from home. I don't get an opportunity to wear these shoes as much as a lot of people, which is also why it's become more practical for me to just get rid of a lot of them. So please go ahead and comment your thoughts below. Have you ever thought that when you're watching a creator and they have tons of shoes, but maybe they recommend a daily pair? Because some creators have also done videos where they've shown you, yes, I review all of these shoes, but here are the shoes that are in constant rotation right now. And sometimes they swap them out seasonally, right? There may be pairs you wear more in the summer, in the spring versus in the fall and in the winter, especially based on the climate element. Do you have to deal with certain weather versus, other areas that may not? All plays a part. But I am curious, have you ever had that thought? Again, I don't think it was a bad statement at all. I do think, though, that it's valid for us to be able to speak on that. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you didn't catch my recent video in relation to the Mosh Gym Runner, please do. Again, it's something I don't think you're going to see on your timeline a whole lot. And also, please be sure to catch up on my video where we do a quick check-in, right, for the first half of the year. As always, act your age, not your shoe size. Peace.